There is now a Capital One card with a $500,000 minimum spend to get the bonus. The month of more promotion is going on with Chase. There's a new deal with Target, and I've got a really interesting scenario that I need your opinion on as it relates to personal finance and just personal relationships in general. All that and a lot more on this week's edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update. Hello, I'm Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. These shows come out every Sunday evening, and my goal is to catch you up on everything you may have missed over the last week regarding credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between. Super simple to follow along. The topics are on one side of the screen with a timer down below and timestamps down in the description below. If you do find this video helpful or at the very least mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts, keeping in mind if you are interested in any cards mentioned in today's video or any card for that matter. Make sure you apply using my referral link down in the description below. You guys are doing a great job with that. Every time you click on that link to apply for a card, it greatly helps support this channel, and I really appreciate you all in doing that so far. With that said, we've got some stories to get to, including at the end of the show, I've got some good food deals for you for Mother's Day. That's right, it's coming up right around the corner. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. The Capital One Venture X business card. This card hasn't been around too terribly long, but it's an interesting one because you do have to apply directly through a business relationship manager at a branch. So it's not quite as easy as getting some of the other cards on the market right now. What's really interesting to me about this card right now is the new welcome offer, and my goodness, it's going to require a lot of spend to get the bonus. Right now, the card is offering a 300,000 bonus mile offer, and here's how it breaks down. You can earn 150,000 miles when you spend $30,000 in the first 3 months, and then another 150,000 miles when you spend, wait for it, $500,000 in the first 12 months. And this is definitely higher than the previous sign-up bonus. And this is a lot higher than the previous sign-up bonus, which was 250,000 points after a spend of only $50,000. That's right, they decided to add a zero onto the end of this. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out if there's another welcome offer that is required this much spend to get it. If you see this and you're like, oh wow, 300,000 miles, then you haven't been watching this channel long enough because it's an absolutely terrible offer. I just had to share it because I have not seen anything like this before. You're much better off signing up for multiple cards and collecting multiple sign-up bonuses with $500,000 in spend. And let's be honest, unless you're a bigger business, you're probably not going to have that $500,000 in spend each year. So for some smaller businesses, it may be past the cutoff point, but that's really dependent on your particular business. Let me know if you've seen a larger offer out there recently. I always try to keep up with these because I think they're interesting, but this one is through the roof. One of the more popular promotions from Chase is the month of more promotions, and it's coming at a really good time. So the month of more promotion includes bonuses on both the earning and the redemption side of several very popular Chase cards. This promotion runs through May 31st, and it applies to the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, the Sapphire Preferred, Freedom Unlimited, Freedom Flex, the Old School Freedom card, the Freedom Student Credit card, Ink Cash, Ink Preferred, and Ink Unlimited cards. And when you're looking at the value of these points, when you're not using transfer partners for travel, you're looking at a value of about 1 cent each for each point that you have. However, through the month of more promotion, you'll now get 10 to 15% more value, making your points worth up to 1.15 cents a piece instead, so that's really nice. You can also get up to a 50% bonus for Apple products. This just means it's going to be easier for you to buy those Apple products, and there's also a bonus on gift cards as well. So this comes at a really interesting time with graduations, Mother's Day, Father's Day, those kind of events going on. So you can certainly utilize your points for this. Now, is that going to get you the maximum value for each Chase Ultimate Reward? No, it's not, because that's going to come in the form of using transfer partners for travel. But if you're going to use these points, you got a lot of them setting in your stash of Chase Ultimate Rewards, and you want to get somebody a gift for one of these occasions, certainly take advantage of it. If you've used it in the past, let us know what you've used your Ultimate Rewards on down in the comments below. One of my favorite deals that comes along multiple times of the year is this one from Target. This one's really simple. You get $40 off a $40 shopping trip at Target when you apply for one of their red debit or credit cards. And when you're trying to decide if you should apply for the debit card or the credit card, I usually recommend you go with a debit card because it's not going to impact your credit and you're going to get the same $40 off regardless. Go ahead and get it. It's an easy way to have a nice shopping trip. If you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers News Update, you know that every week I like to share an interesting personal finance story or scenario and get your opinion on who is in the right and who is in the wrong. So let's dig into this story that was posted on Reddit from a user that's asking, hey, did I make the mistake here? Am I in the wrong? So a young couple had been together for quite a while, and this young man decides to buy his girlfriend tickets to Disney World to stay at one of the resorts and get tickets for the park. So far, no harm, no foul. The girl is very, very excited. She can't wait to go. But after a little while, she says, you know what? I've always wanted to take my sister with me on this trip. Her and I have never gotten to go to Disney World together. Our parents never really took us. They were so mean. They didn't take us to Disney World. I'm really upset about it. The guy says, okay, well, why don't you just take your sister with you? I totally understand that. He actually liked her sister too and said, hey, you guys go have fun, have a sister vacation and enjoy yourself, because he didn't really care about going. He was just doing it for her in general. Well, a few weeks passed and the girl ended up breaking up with the guy, but she was still gonna go on this sister trip to Disney World, and the guy really didn't have any problems with that. He said, hey, it's still with your sister. We're all still gonna get along here. No big deal. You guys go ahead. Well, about 3 weeks after they break up, she starts dating someone else and they get engaged 3 months later. And now she's posting on social media that she is taking her fiance on the trip to Disney World, and her sister is out of the picture when it comes to the trip. So now this ex-boyfriend has paid for this trip for the woman and her fiance, and he's kind of upset. He says, hey, I gave you that trip and transferred everything over to your name so that you could take your sister and have a nice sister vacation. So he reached out to the woman and said, hey, you owe me a refund for this because I paid for this for you and your sister. Now you're taking your fiance? No, that shouldn't happen. To which the woman said, hey, too bad, too sad. I've got everything in my name now as far as the reservations go, and I don't owe you anything. In fact, I'm now blocking you. See you later. All right, so this begs the question, who is in the wrong here, all right? Is it the man for asking the girl for a refund on the trip? Should he have just let it go and said, all right, that was my mistake, I'll never do it again? Because now he doesn't have any kind of relationship or connection to the woman. They were still good friends at the time, but now they're completely cut off. Is the woman at fault here? And should she take responsibility for saying, hey, I may have lied to you, things have changed, I do owe you that money back, and why would I take my fiance on a trip that my ex paid for? Isn't that kind of weird? I don't know. I want to hear what you have to say about this. Who is in the wrong? Should she refund the money? Is he in the wrong for asking? And have you ever been in a scenario, maybe not quite as crazy as this, but where you've paid for somebody to do something and they end up using it for another purpose and it leaves you upset? Getting your feedback on this is very important because these scenarios do come up. Life happens. I'm curious to hear what you have to say down in the comments below. If you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers news updates, you know I like to end the show on a really good food deal. This week is no exception. If you're not aware, Mother's Day is right around the corner next weekend, and I've got some deals for you. First of all, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below that will give you information on different food deals for Mother's Day. But hey, let's talk about fast food deals here for Mother's Day, because not everybody can afford to take their family out for steak dinner, all right? If you're on a budget, here are a couple of options. Let's start with KFC. First, you can get a 12-piece KFC nugget with many of their meals on Mother's Day. And this show is based out of Kentucky, so I have to show some love for KFC. And Fazoli's from May 12th to the 18th, you'll be able to get a free brownie from Fazoli's with a $5 purchase, and that's at participating locations. Hey, free food is free food. Take advantage of it while you can. I never turn down KFC or Fazoli's. Let me know where you plan on taking your parents or your family for Mother's Day. Is there a certain spot that you like to go each time you go out for this special occasion? Let us know down in the comments below. It might give everybody some ideas, and let me know if you plan on taking advantage of either of the deals that I just mentioned. Well, this was a fun show. We covered several different topics. We talked about the outrageous Capital One Venture X business card sign-up bonus. We talked about the very interesting scenario when it comes to personal finance, and of course we ended with the Mother's Day deals. I can't wait to hear what you'll have to say about that. Keep in mind, if you are interested in any of the cards mentioned in today's video, or any card for that matter, make sure you apply using my referral link down in the description below. When you apply using that referral link, it greatly helps support the channel. Can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, you're gonna get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, free KFC chicken nuggets, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.